Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking how likely is an electoral tie in the 2020 presidential election between a Democratic candidate and Donald Trump. An electoral tie is when the two candidates reach 269 electoral votes each, and so none of the parties reach a majority in the electoral college, and the presidential race is decided by the House of Representatives, and the vice presidential race is decided by the Senate, because in the US the vice president is also the president of the Senate. First, let's go over the states of North Carolina and Georgia, which already failed as a safe Trump states, because I think that if Donald Trump carries Florida, he would carry these two states, and if he loses North Carolina, Georgia, or both of them, he would lose the state of Florida. And so this will bring us to a Democratic victory, because the Democrats will carry Virginia, Colorado, Nevada surely, and so this will lead to a Democratic victory already. So Georgia and North Carolina are already safe Republican in this electoral tie scenario. We're gonna go through 5 electoral tie scenario from the least likely to the most likely. So the least likely of today is that Donald Trump carries Ohio and Michigan from the Rust Belt. He loses Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, but he carries Iowa, New Hampshire, Maine 2nd Congressional District, Nebraska 2nd Congressional District, and he loses the state of Arizona, and Nevada, Colorado, and Virginia, but he carries Florida. So Arizona going blue is actually not really likely in this election, because the last time Arizona voted Democratic was 1992, so at Bill Clinton's times. And Arizona could actually flip blue. It depends on the 2018 midterm elections, in which Kristen Sinema, as you know I think, is the Democratic nominee for the Senate seat from the state. So this is the least likely scenario today, because I think that Donald Trump is more likely to carry a state like Wisconsin than Michigan. And if he wins Michigan and he loses Wisconsin, he will not able to carry New Hampshire, for example. Now let's go over the second scenario. On the second scenario of today, Donald Trump carries the state of Nevada that he didn't carry in 2016, even though the polls were faithful to him from the state. He carries Iowa, he carries Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, but not the state of Ohio, and he doesn't carry the state of Colorado, Virginia, and Florida, but he carries Maine 2nd Congressional District, Nebraska 2nd Congressional District, and New Hampshire. So we have yet again 269 to 269, and in this scenario I think it's not very likely, because if Donald Trump carries Nevada, why he will not carry the state of Ohio? And Ohio is much more Republican than Pennsylvania, Michigan, or even Wisconsin. So this scenario is not very likely. Now let's go over the third scenario, which is more likely than this one. In this third scenario, Donald Trump carries only Ohio and Michigan from the state that he won in 2016. He doesn't carry the state of Pennsylvania, the state of Wisconsin, the state of Virginia, Nevada, Colorado, but he carries Florida, and Nebraska 2nd Congressional District, but he loses Maine's 2nd Congressional District, New Hampshire, and finally Iowa. So Iowa is actually a leaning Republican state, but this state went for Obama both times, in the year 2008 and in the year 2012. So Iowa, I think it's possible to flip from the Trump column. So this scenario is actually 50% likely. Now let's go over to the fourth scenario today. On the fourth scenario we have today, Donald Trump carries only Ohio from the Rust Belt states, and he loses Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, but he carries Iowa and Nevada. He loses Colorado, Virginia, but he carries Florida and New Hampshire. He flips New Hampshire, and he carries Maine second congressional district, but not Nebraska second congressional district. This scenario is actually the second most likely, I think, because the Rust Belt is pretty leaving Trump. And so I think that this Rust Belt states will not go to Trump again, especially Pennsylvania and Michigan, but also Wisconsin. Now let's go finally to the fifth scenario today. So the final scenario, which for me is the most likely to happen, is this one. Donald Trump carries only Wisconsin and Ohio from the Rust Belt, and the Democratic candidate wins all the states that Hillary Clinton won in 2016 and flips Maine's second congressional district, but not Nebraska's one. The Democrats win Pennsylvania and Virginia, win Wisconsin, Colorado, and Nevada, but not Iowa and Florida. So this is the final scenario of today. Donald Trump wins only Wisconsin from the states that were safely Democratic in the 2016 election. This is the most likely for me because Donald Trump's approval rating in Wisconsin is a little bit higher than Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Nevada. Overall, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please comment below in order to suggest me more scenarios of an electoral tie in the 2020 presidential election. So thank you guys again, and stay tuned for the video in the future because I'm uploading more videos in the next few days.